Welcome to the Band History Podcast. I'm your host, Ben Carter. Imagine, if you will, a towering structure so monumental, so audacious in design, that it impelled a deity to intervene. Picture an edifice that stretched towards the heavens, an embodiment of human ambition and unity. The Tower of Babel, as it's known, is a prominent fixture in biblical lore and ancient Mesopotamian narratives. But could this legendary construct be more than just a symbol of man's audacity? Could it have been an advanced communication tower designed to reach not God, but extraterrestrial beings? Traditional interpretations of the Tower of Babel story often center on the themes of human pride and divine retribution. The tale, found in Genesis 11, tells of humanity's united effort to build a tower that would reach heaven, an endeavor that ended in disaster when God confounded their language, causing them to scatter across the earth, unable to communicate. But some ancient astronaut theorists propose a different perspective, one that reframes the Tower of Babel not as a symbol of hubris, but as a testament to humanity's early technological prowess. Could the Grand Tower have been an attempt to establish contact with celestial beings? An advanced antenna, if you will, designed to bridge the terrestrial and the extraterrestrial? This theory grows more compelling when we consider the context. Ancient Mesopotamia, where the Tower of Babel was said to have been built, was a cradle of civilization. It was here that some of the world's first cities were founded. Complex systems of writing were developed, and advanced astronomical knowledge was recorded. There is evidence that the Sumerians, who inhabited this region, were keen astronomers, charting the night sky with remarkable accuracy. Could their interest in the cosmos have been driven by a desire to reach out to otherworldly entities? Further fueling this theory is the linguistic puzzle presented by the story. The divine punishment of confounding language has long been interpreted metaphorically. But what if we took it literally? What if the confounding of languages was less about punishment and more about scrambling communication codes to prevent potential contact with extraterrestrials? A sort of divine encryption to safeguard humanity from premature contact with alien civilizations. While this interpretation may seem far-fetched to some, it's worth noting that throughout history, humanity has often looked to the stars for guidance and connection. The idea that ancient cultures may have taken this quest a step further, building a colossal communication tower to reach out to the cosmos, is not entirely outside the realm of possibility. As we delve deeper into the enigma of the Tower of Babel, we find ourselves confronted with questions that challenge our understanding of our own past. Were the ancients more technologically advanced than we've given them credit for? And was the Tower of Babel their grand attempt to touch the stars, not with their hands, but with their voices? The origins of the Tower of Babel narrative are grounded firmly in the fertile soil of ancient Mesopotamia. Often referred to as the cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia was a thriving region nestled in the heart of the Middle East, between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. This land, now modern-day Iraq, was once home to the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians, civilizations that left a significant mark on human history. These ancient societies were renowned for their advancements in various fields such as agriculture, law, and notably, astronomy. It's crucial to understand that the people of ancient Mesopotamia did not view astronomy merely as a scientific discipline. To them, the celestial sphere was a divine realm, a cosmic stage on which the drama of gods and goddesses unfolded. The heavens were part of their religious and spiritual life, and they attempted to decipher the celestial patterns as divine messages. The Sumerians, for instance, had a complex pantheon of gods, many of whom were associated with celestial bodies. Their chief god, Anu, was the deity of the sky. Enlil, the god of wind, storm, and the earth, was second in command, followed by Enki, the god of water and human culture. Inanna, later known as Ishtar by the Akkadians, was associated with the planet Venus. This cosmic connection between their deities and the heavenly bodies reflects a profound fascination with the cosmos, hinting at the possibility of a desire to communicate with or reach the celestial realm. The Akkadians, who succeeded the Sumerians, continued this legacy of celestial reverence. They inherited the Sumerian pantheon and assimilated it into their own, further cementing the symbiosis between the terrestrial and the celestial. Their most significant contribution, however, was the development of the cuneiform script, one of the earliest forms of writing. This enabled them to record and preserve their vast knowledge of astronomy, mythology, and other disciplines for future generations. The Tower of Babel story emerges from this rich cultural tapestry, where the divine and human worlds were so closely interwoven. This context makes the idea of the tower being a communication device for reaching out to the celestial beings all the more plausible. The ancient Mesopotamians had the astronomical insight, the spiritual motivation, and the architectural capabilities to construct a structure of such grandeur and purpose. The tower, then, can be seen as a symbol of humanity's ancient quest to bridge the gap between the earthly and the divine, the human and the celestial. It represents the ambition, curiosity, and innovative spirit that have been the driving forces behind human progress since the dawn of civilization. The tale of Babel may be an ancient one, but it echoes in our modern human journey as we continue to reach out into the cosmos, seeking to understand our place in the grand scheme of things. Unraveling the mysteries of the Tower of Babel and its possible connection to ancient alien communication requires delving into a treasure trove of historical texts, esoteric writings, and archaeological discoveries. Our journey begins with the ancient Sumerian and Akkadian texts, which offer detailed accounts of the tower's construction and purpose. Key among these is the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest known pieces of literature in human history. The epic makes several references to the tower, describing it as a structure of immense height, intended to reach the heavens. This description aligns with the hypothesis of the tower being an ancient communication device designed to facilitate contact with celestial beings. Another compelling piece of evidence comes from the Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish religious work ascribed to Noah's great-grandfather Enoch. The book, considered esoteric due to its exclusion from the canonical Jewish and Christian texts, details interactions between humans and celestial beings, known as Watchers. These Watchers allegedly descended to Earth to impart knowledge and wisdom to humanity, which further strengthens the theory of the tower being a conduit for such interactions. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered in the 20th century, also contain several manuscripts that reference the Tower of Babel and its celestial connections. Included in these scrolls are fragments of the Book of Giants, a text that recounts the tale of the Nephilim, a race of giants believed to be the offspring of human women and fallen angels. The presence of these celestial beings on Earth, as depicted in the scrolls, suggests that the ancients had more than a passing familiarity with extraterrestrial entities. In terms of archaeological evidence, the ruins of the Itamananki, a ziggurat in ancient Babylon, is often considered the most likely candidate for the historical Tower of Babel. Excavations at the site have revealed a massive structure that once stood approximately 300 feet tall. This grandiose edifice, combined with the astronomical significance of its location and design, supports the idea that it may have served as a communication device with the heavens. Lastly, whistleblowers from various secret societies have often hinted at the existence of ancient knowledge about extraterrestrial life and advanced technologies. These claims, while controversial, cannot be entirely dismissed in light of the mounting evidence pointing towards our ancestors' advanced understanding of the cosmos and their potential interaction with celestial beings. The Tower of Babel thus emerges not merely as a monumental piece of architecture, but as a testament to an ancient civilization's ambitious pursuit of knowledge and connection with the cosmos. This unique synthesis of ancient texts, archaeological discoveries, and esoteric writings paints a picture of a time when the line between the terrestrial and celestial was blurred, and humanity reached out to the stars in search of answers. Diving deeper into the heart of the theory, we encounter claims that defy not just traditional interpretations of history, but also our understanding of physics, technology, and the natural world. These anomalies, while challenging the mainstream narrative, provide the most compelling arguments for the Tower of Babel as an extraterrestrial communication device. Firstly, there's the matter of the tower's construction. The Bible describes it as a lofty structure, reaching towards the heavens. The Ziggurat et Temenanki, considered the historical model for the Tower of Babel, is thought to have stood at a towering 300 feet. However, the ancient Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians, despite their advanced architectural skills, lacked the technology to build a structure that could withstand the forces at such a height. Yet the Tower of Babel was said to be so tall that it threatened to invade the realm of God. This pushes us to question: did our ancestors have access to advanced construction techniques or materials that have since been lost to history? Or was there an extraterrestrial influence at play, sharing knowledge beyond our current comprehension? Then, there's the conundrum of the tower's purpose. The conventional interpretation is that it was built as a symbol of defiance, an attempt to reach the heavens. But the ancient texts hint at something more: the possibility of the tower being a conduit for celestial communication, a far more complex purpose than mere symbolism. This suggests a level of technological sophistication that seems anachronistic for the time, further complicating our understanding of our ancestors' capabilities. The peculiarities do not end there. The biblical account of the Tower of Babel concludes with the confusion of languages, a divine intervention to halt the construction of the tower. But from a scientific standpoint, the sudden diversification of languages is a biological and sociological anomaly, one that defies our understanding of language evolution. It suggests an event so disruptive that it fundamentally altered human communication, an event that some speculate could have been extraterrestrial in nature. These anomalies, when taken together, paint a picture that challenges the mainstream narrative. The theory proposes that the Tower of Babel was not just a monument of pride, but a beacon of ancient knowledge, a testament to a time when humans and extraterrestrials may have interacted openly. And while these claims might seem far-fetched, they are grounded in historical texts, archaeological findings, and the mysteries that continue to surround our ancient past. It's a narrative that invites us to question, to explore, and to seek out the hidden truths of our origins. As we delve further into the physical evidence, we encounter strange inconsistencies and puzzling discoveries. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Tower of Babel is its construction. The biblical account describes the tower as being built with brick for stone and bitumen for mortar. Yet, creating a structure of such immense height with these materials would have been a near impossible feat for the civilizations of that era. The sheer weight of the tower would have been enough to cause it to collapse under its own mass. Moreover, modern archaeological studies, which incorporate techniques like carbon dating, have been unable to accurately pinpoint the age of the ruins that are believed to be remnants of the Tower of Babel. Carbon dating, which calculates an object's age based on the decay of carbon-14, has its limitations, particularly when examining structures over 3,000 years old. The accuracy decreases significantly, leaving room for a broad range of dates, and adding to the mystery of the tower's age. Then there's the topic of megalithic construction. This technique involved the use of large stones or monoliths, a method commonly associated with the Great Pyramids of Egypt and Stonehenge. Yet no record exists of such techniques being used in the construction of the Tower of Babel. If the tower truly reached the heavens, it would likely have required a method of construction far beyond the capabilities of the civilizations of that time. Sacred geometry, a belief that specific geometric shapes and proportions have spiritual significance, also plays a role in the puzzle. The Tower of Babel, as described in the Bible, does not seem to adhere to any known principles of sacred geometry. However, some theorists argue that the tower's true dimensions and design have been lost or deliberately obscured over time, and that it may have embodied complex geometric principles we are yet to understand. Finally, the sudden divergence of languages following the tower's construction is a phenomenon that modern science struggles to explain. DNA studies have shown that linguistic diversity usually evolves over millennia, not suddenly as a result of one event. This presents a conundrum. Did an event of an extraterrestrial nature cause such a sudden and radical change in human communication? Or is the tale of the Tower of Babel a metaphor for a more gradual process that has been misunderstood? In the end, the physical and scientific evidence surrounding the Tower of Babel raises more questions than it answers. It challenges our understanding of ancient architecture, linguistics, and our own history, pushing us to keep searching for the hidden truths behind this enigmatic structure. Perhaps in unraveling the mysteries of the past, we may find clues to understanding our future. Despite the potential for groundbreaking revelations, the theory that the Tower of Babel may have been an ancient alien communication tower has been met with resistance and even outright dismissal. Mainstream academia, the media, and various institutions have often sought to discredit or bury this theory. But why is this the case? One reason might be that this theory challenges the established narrative. The conventional wisdom in academia is that the Tower of Babel is a myth, a symbolic tale used to explain the diversity of human languages. The idea that it might have been a real structure, let alone a monument built with extraterrestrial aid, is seen as a radical departure from accepted interpretations. Moreover, the proponents of the alien communication theory, while passionate, often lack the institutional backing and resources that mainstream scholars have. They are sometimes dismissed as fringe theorists or conspiracy theorists, labels that can undermine their credibility in the eyes of the public. Then there is the media's role in shaping perceptions. The mainstream media tends to prioritize stories that conform to the established narrative, often sidelining ideas that challenge the status quo. The alien communication theory, with its radical implications, tends not to get much airtime. When it does, it's often presented as a curiosity or an oddity, rather than a legitimate line of inquiry. Institutions also play a significant role in suppressing such theories. For example, religious institutions might find the suggestion that the Tower of Babel was an alien structure to be blasphemous. It could be seen as a challenge to religious texts and interpretations, leading to a rejection of the theory. Lastly, there's the issue of preserving the social order. Ideas that challenge established narratives, particularly those that suggest intervention from extraterrestrial beings, can be disruptive. They force us to question not only our understanding of history, but also our place in the universe. Some might argue that it's easier to dismiss these theories than to confront the unsettling questions they raise. Despite the pushback, the theory that the Tower of Babel was potentially an ancient alien communication tower continues to persist. Those who advocate for it argue that it provides a fresh perspective on an ancient mystery, one that could potentially reshape our understanding of human history. The notion of the Tower of Babel as an ancient alien communication tower, if accepted, has profound implications that extend beyond the realm of physical archaeology or historical interpretation. It touches upon deeper, more ethereal aspects of human existence, such as spirituality, metaphysics, and the understanding of consciousness. If we entertain the idea that the Tower of Babel was indeed an advanced technological artifact, a product of extraterrestrial intelligence, it profoundly shifts our understanding of human origins. We are no longer the sole proprietors of civilization, but potentially the beneficiaries, or even the descendants, of a cosmic heritage. It suggests that our story is intimately woven into the larger tapestry of the universe, shedding a new light on the age-old question, are we alone in the universe? Furthermore, if we were to acknowledge that the Tower of Babel was a means of communication with celestial entities, it would redefine our understanding of divine interaction. In many spiritual traditions, divine communication has been interpreted through the lens of prayer, meditation, or prophecy. But what if these practices were initially inspired by, or even derived from, a more tangible technological form of communication? In terms of consciousness, the acceptance of this theory would necessitate a re-evaluation of our perception of reality. The world would no longer be a stage with humans as the primary actors, but an interconnected web of consciousness that spans across galaxies, with humanity being just one of the many threads. It raises the question, what is the nature of consciousness itself? Is it a unique attribute of human beings, or is it a universal phenomenon that transcends species and planets? And finally, the notion of the Tower of Babel as an alien communication tower challenges our understanding of divine purpose and cosmic design. It hints at a universe that is not a chaotic, random assortment of celestial bodies, but a meticulously planned cosmic design, teeming with intelligence and purpose. In this grand scheme, the human species, rather than being an insignificant speck, could play a critical role. This theory, although unconventional, pushes the boundaries of our understanding and prompts us to question the very foundations of our existence. Regardless of whether it is ultimately proven or disproven, it serves as a valuable tool for expanding our perspective and fostering a greater sense of wonder about the mysteries of our past, our universe, and our place within it. This fascinating notion of the Tower of Babel as an ancient alien communication tower isn't an obscure, fringe idea confined to the hidden corners of the Internet. Instead, it has permeated popular culture, subtly influencing media content and resonating with the collective consciousness, from mainstream documentaries and books to social media platforms like TikTok and YouTube. Documentaries such as the Ancient Aliens series have significantly contributed to promoting this theory. These documentaries explore the possibility of extraterrestrial beings having interacted with ancient civilizations, presenting the Tower of Babel as a potential alien artifact. By weaving together archaeological evidence, historical records, and speculative theories, they have cultivated a sense of intrigue and wonder around the subject. Moving on to books, authors like Zecharia Sitchin in his Earth Chronicles series have taken a deep dive into the mythology and history of ancient civilizations, proposing that the gods of old were in fact extraterrestrial beings. His interpretation of the Tower of Babel aligns with this theory, adding another layer of intrigue to this ancient construct. In recent years, social media has become a hotbed for discussion and exploration of such theories. On TikTok, creators share bite-sized content examining the Tower of Babel, encouraging their followers to ponder the mysteries of our ancient past. These short videos, often accompanied by captivating visuals and thought-provoking narration, have the power to plant seeds of curiosity in the minds of millions. Similarly, YouTube is rife with content creators dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of our universe. Channels like Unexplained Mysteries and Bright Insight regularly delve into topics like the Tower of Babel, presenting evidence, theories, and inviting viewers to engage in an open dialogue about our history and its potential extraterrestrial connections. Indeed, the theory of the Tower of Babel as an ancient alien communication tower has also found a home in online truth-seeking communities. Forums like Reddit's r Ancient Aliens and r Unresolved Mysteries foster rigorous debate and discussion around such topics. These platforms offer a space for like-minded individuals to share research, discuss theories, and collectively endeavor to unravel the mysteries of our ancient past. Regardless of the platform, the essence of these discussions remains the same: a quest for understanding, a desire to explore the unknown, and a willingness to question what we've been told. The influence of the Tower of Babel theory across various media forms is a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with our origins and the enigmatic nature of our existence. It is a testament to our innate curiosity and our relentless pursuit for truth. As we delve deeper into the implications of the Tower of Babel being an ancient alien communication tower, we find ourselves venturing into realms that many dismiss as science fiction or fantasy. Yet, these fringe theories hold a kind of allure that cannot be ignored. They beckon us with the promise of uncovering lost wisdom, secrets hidden in the sands of time, and perhaps even the truth about our own origins. Among these theories, the concept of ancient aliens is perhaps the most captivating. The notion posits that advanced extraterrestrial beings visited Earth in the prehistoric past, leaving behind evidence of their existence and interaction with early human civilizations. This theory, if true, would have profound implications on our understanding of human history, anthropology, and even religion. Just as mystifying is the idea of interdimensional beings, entities that exist in dimensions beyond our own. Could the Tower of Babel have been a conduit, a bridge between our physical world and these other dimensions? This notion brings us into the realm of quantum physics and its theory of multiple dimensions, a prospect that is as bewildering as it is intriguing. Then there is the hypothesis of lost technologies, innovations and inventions of ancient civilizations that were far more advanced than we give them credit for. The construction of the Tower of Babel, as described in ancient texts, certainly seems to suggest a level of technological sophistication that is hard to reconcile with our traditional understanding of human progress. Lastly, we confront the concept of hybrid bloodlines, the idea that humanity's genetic makeup was altered or enhanced by extraterrestrial intervention. This theory often ties into ancient astronaut hypotheses, suggesting that the gods of ancient myths were, in fact, alien beings who intermingled with humans, resulting in hybrid offspring. These theories, as outlandish as they may seem, represent humanity's relentless quest for understanding and meaning. They embody our inherent curiosity and our desire to explore the unknown. While the mainstream scientific community often dismisses such ideas, they continue to occupy a significant space in the collective human imagination. As we ponder the Tower of Babel and its potential as an alien communication tower, we find ourselves faced with more questions than answers. Yet it is this very uncertainty, this very mystery, that continues to fuel our fascination and drive our quest for truth. In the end, perhaps the most important revelation is not the tower's true nature or purpose, but rather the insatiable human curiosity it continues to inspire. The Tower of Babel, an ancient monolith shrouded in mystery, continues to be an enigma in our shared human history. The biblical narrative, the linguistic implications, the staggering architectural prowess, and the fascinating theories of extraterrestrial involvement all converge to create a puzzle that has yet to be fully deciphered. If we consider for a moment the idea of the tower as an alien communication device, it forces us to reevaluate our understanding of human history. What if extraterrestrial beings did interact with our ancestors? What if these interactions weren't limited to mere observations, but involved active participation in our development, even influencing our genetic makeup? The concept of advanced alien technology being used in the construction of ancient structures is not new. It's a theory that has been applied to the pyramids of Egypt, the stone monuments of Easter Island, and now the Tower of Babel. If true, it suggests an astonishing level of sophistication and knowledge that ancient civilizations possessed, knowledge that has been lost through the sands of time. The idea of interdimensional entities, of our reality being intertwined with other unseen dimensions, adds another layer of complexity. If the tower served as a conduit to these dimensions, it would imply a deep understanding of quantum physics by our ancestors, a feat that challenges our current scientific knowledge. And then there's the hypothesis of hybrid bloodlines, the notion that our DNA carries the imprint of alien intervention. If this were true, it would not only redefine our understanding of human evolution, but also our place in the universe. These theories, these ideas, they unsettle us. They make us question the narrative we've been told about our past. They make us wonder about the truth of our origins and the nature of our existence. They make us question what else might be hidden, what other secrets our past holds that are yet to be revealed. Perhaps the tower's true purpose still eludes us. Perhaps its secrets are yet to be unearthed. Or perhaps the truth has been in plain sight all along, waiting for us to see with eyes unclouded by preconceived notions. As we delve deeper into the mystery of the Tower of Babel, we are not only exploring an ancient structure, we are delving into the depths of our own curiosity, challenging our understanding of the world and our place in it. The tower stands as a testament to our unending quest for knowledge, a reminder of the mysteries that still remain to be unlocked. In the end, the Tower of Babel continues to be a symbol of human curiosity, of our innate desire to reach for the heavens and seek answers beyond our grasp. It reminds us of the enigmatic nature of our past and the tantalizing mysteries that the future still holds. It embodies the eternal human question, what if? Thanks for listening. This has been the Band History Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.